Good morning. Well, today's the day we're going to finish side dressing corn. We don't have that much to do. I want to get going and get it done, but I've got a couple other things we got to take care of this morning. Somebody's supposed to be coming for those 4 bags of corn right there. So I'm waiting for him to show up. Said he would be here at 8. Maybe he's sitting down at the farm waiting for me. I don't know. Anyway, that, and then I got to run to town and grab two jugs of DEF. We're about out on the tractor, and I don't think I have any more around the farm. It's not going to take very much to finish, but yeah, it is what it is. So we'll have to go run and do that real quick, and then we can finish side dressing the corn. All right, well, I got that guy's seed. And then we went and got some DEF, and oh gosh, I bought 2 boxes. It's 5 gallons total, 2.5 times 2. This stuff is outrageously expensive. It's a failure to plan on my part by not having enough, but I mean, I was close. I was off by 5 gallons on what I needed for all the spring work, so that's not bad. The problem was this 5 gallons that I was short cost more than 3 times what I paid for the other stuff. There's $40, more than $40 worth of DEF right here. No, there's not. There's not more than $40 worth, but that's what I paid for it. I don't believe for a second there's a bit of difference in this stuff being branded, name brand stuff, and the generic that we usually buy. And I know that buying it in jugs is probably expensive anyway, but to be honest, we haven't used that much until we got this tractor. And where we normally get it at Rural King, it was just as cheap to buy it in jugs as what we had found in totes or in bigger quantities. So that's what we have done. Now that we have this tractor that's using it, and the combine, and likely a semi-truck in the near future, I am going to look at a bulk system because we're using more of it, but haven't got there yet. So failure to plan on my part cost me an extra $30, I guess, today. Not quite, 25. But what are you going to do, right? If I don't have this, then the tractor doesn't move and we don't finish side dressing, so yeah, it'll be okay. Well, I was ready to go, but Phil needs help moving his seed tender to the last field. No, it's not the last field. I was wrong yesterday when I said he was pulling into one of 2 fields. There was actually 3. So anyway, I'm helping him move, and then we'll go. Let's just drop Phil off at his planter. He got this farm done, which is right next to where we were working yesterday. We were in that field, one of the several that we were in. He's down to 2 farms, 72 acres and a 31 acres. So just about 100 acres of beans to plant yet. We should get them done today. And I've got about 160 acres of corn to side dress. I bet I will get done before he does. We are cruising along here, just getting started in this big field. I did the little field across the ditch. There's 9 acres there. I did that already, and now we've got the ends done here, and we're just getting started in the field. We are putting on an 80% of our planned rate. This is one of those chicken litter fields that was cover crops, and that we have a fair bit of nitrogen already available, and I expect more to mineralize and become available throughout the growing season. So we're not putting as much on via our side dress and high dress, saving a little bit of money. What it means is those double tanks, they're going to go a long ways. Going to cover a lot of ground with them, so that is good. We'll see how far across here we make it. We do have another tank over there in the far corner that Dad brought us, which should be enough to do this field, and we'll knock it out quickly. So there's, I think, 65 acres in this field total. I've already got 7 of it done. Won't take us too long out here. We got a leak. Get my gloves. I'm not sure what the deal is, but I'm going to try and tighten the coupler. I think it just came loose. My hand's cold now, but I got it. This coupler just kind of worked loose. It's been bouncing around for a while. That's why I carry a mask and gloves. That corn plant is probably going to die. We sucked all the moisture right out of those leaves in a hurry there. It might come back. I don't know. Who knows?
This tank is about empty anyway, so I'm not sure that stuff is still just bleeding off from what dripped or if we're still leaking a little bit, but I got it as tight as I can get it for now. So another round or two and this tank will be empty. Oh, that was slightly scary.
Yeah, like, I mean, I never even smelled it because I had the mask on, but if I didn't have that, especially if I didn't have gloves, there wasn't much I could do there. So fortunately I was able to walk all right up to it with my gloves on and tighten the coupler and fixed it pretty quickly. Otherwise I would have had to try and shut valves with that stuff bleeding out all over the place, and it would have been pretty hard to do. So close call. Oh, wait, scratch that. I mean, maybe I'll get more views if I title this video how I almost died from an anhydrous leak and make it seem like the most dangerous, scariest thing in the world. That seems like a good idea, a way to promote, you know, farming and the stuff that we're doing for our crops, right? Yeah, let's try that. No, I mean, yeah, was it dangerous? Yeah, sure. But I handled it in a safe, responsible, calm, collected manner and just fixed the problem. Anyway, we switched tanks now. We're almost done with this field. We just got a couple more rounds to get to the road, and then we're off to the last group of farms, which is actually 4 fields and about 95 acres. Quick break to admire this beautiful corn. Look at this. We got some really nice stuff down here. There's a nice pocket of low black dirt right here that, yeah, this is really good. You got a little yellow streaking in the leaves I've noticed on some of it. It's growing really fast right now, and sometimes you can see that if you're a little bit sulfur deficient. I'm surprised to be sulfur deficient because we put a lot on with the planter, but that is what that looks like to me. This one here had some bugs chewing on it when it was still all rolled up. But for the most part, this looks really, really good. And then there's that. You guys sick of this view yet? You're about done with it. Last farm. Got a few different fields here, but we'll do this one and then jump across the little lane, and then we got 2 more just down the road. Alright, we're done here. Heading out the driveway onto the last farm. There's still 2 fields over there. 60 acres, 65, something like that.
Oh, well, we're working our way across this next field here. Got a boot fall off. That's the problem. So we gotta get it put back on there. I might have to lift the roll unit up the rest of it. I thought maybe a hose had popped off, but no, not a hose. And look at that, it broke. You can't see it. It broke our hose in there. We gotta take it off and cut it off a little shorter. Alright, we got it back together. The boot's back on there. We got the hose on. I cut a piece off, had a hole in it. Let's finish this. So we're moving right through this one. There's our map. Just got a little bit to do here between here and those trees. So this field is the one where my sister Anna was riding with us. Reminded me that I should update you guys about her just a little bit. When she was here, she shared that she got a internship this summer working for Anheuser-Busch down in Arkansas, where they she's an agronomy intern at their rice facility, something, I don't know. Pretty cool. She'll get some cool experience with it. Anyway, she left last week. No, what's today? Today's Saturday. She left Thursday to head down to Arkansas, so she's made it down there and getting settled in and got some meetings for the next couple of weeks. Sounds like she's going to St. Louis next week, and then I think actually out to Idaho shortly after that. So anyway, I'll report back on how she's doing, and we'll check in with her later this summer and see how everything goes, but hope it goes well for her. Last field. We're down to like the last 20 acres. But we gotta switch tanks pretty quick because this one's about empty. We should probably just go do it now. Last pass. Anhydrous. 22. We're done. Wow, what a deal. It's June 4th. I believe this is probably the earliest we've been done side dressing corn in a very long time. Ever, maybe. I don't know. Probably we were done before this in 2012. But yeah, we did well. We did very well. We are going to going to drop the tank here in the field before we head back to the farm because we're much closer to where it has to go here than we are at the farm. But I'm going to close the valves and we're going to bleed the system out. We'll just put it back in the ground and turn the bar on so that it empties the hoses and everything out, the coolers and all of it, so that we don't have to store anhydrous in it over the winter. You know, we just want to bleed it out to work on it. All right, I believe it is now empty. I ran it out and then I got over here and I turned on a bleed section test. So yeah, we'll do that again just to show you. But we checked the sections, checked that, hit the master and hit start, and it opens all the valves. Nothing is coming out. So I'm gonna open up a bleeder. We're gonna unhook the tank and we're gonna head for home. 3:45. It's a little later than I thought it was going to be when we got done, but that's okay. It took a little while to get started this morning. So we are going to head back to the farm. We're going to see where Dad's at. He was doing some disking. I assume he's done by now. We'll see if Phil needs any help. We may do a little spraying. Dad may be spraying, so we might have to wait till tomorrow to do that. I don't know, but we got some corn we need to spray. All right, well, we're done. When we get caught up on some other things, we're going to go through and clean this thing up. We're going to go through it and get it ready for next year. I've noticed, like, see that beaver tail right there? That one's worn out. That one is the one we put on yesterday. It's in good shape yet. We'll have to go through and look at them. Probably going to replace all of them except for that one, I would assume. I see a couple of them, like right up there, are gone. They're just broken, wore out. I noticed them earlier today, but we had like 60 acres to go, and I'm like, yeah, we're going to finish because it's still working. So but we need to do a little maintenance and go through some of this stuff and see what else needs to be done. We'll measure some blades. Sorry, you're zoomed way too far in. We'll measure some blades. We'll compare some boots with some new ones and just see. But that stuff was all replaced last year, so I don't think we need to do it all again. But those beaver tails, definitely. But we've got some spraying to do. I'm going to clean my cab out a little bit here and a few other things before we're caught up. And then we'll start working on getting some equipment put away, I guess. Now that I've said that in a video, you guys probably won't see Brock again until wheat harvest because he's just not going to come to work because he knows that we have power washing to do. And we do. We have other things to do. It won't be all that, Brock, I promise. But yeah, we've got a corn planter to clean up. We've got an anhydrous bar to clean up. We've got a grain cart that could use a cleaning. Yeah, so let's get to it, I guess. I decided we needed to come and look at some corn. You guys want to see a beautiful field of corn? Check out this. This one right here. You just wait till we get out in it. I mean, wow, look at that. Oh, it's so good. This corn looks fantastic. This right here, this is your corn grower's entry. 10D21 planted way too thick, way too thick, but it's what they told me to do. 300, 3.25. That's what I'm hoping for. So we will see. I want to get up here and spray this. We need to get some V5 fungicide on it, so that's why I thought I'd better come and look. And I would say we're there. Let's look here a little bit. So you can always tell the bottom leaf on a corn plant because it is rounded tip instead of pointed. See how this one comes to a point and this one is more round. So that is the bottom leaf. So we're going to start counting there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is V5 corn. When the next leaf collar comes out, it'll be called V6. This is now. It is now time to spray our V5 fungicide. So we're probably going to do that tomorrow. Dad's got to finish spraying the beans. He's been keeping up right behind Phil, but he's got about 3 fields to spray yet. Hopefully he can get them done either tonight or first thing in the morning, and then we can spray corn tomorrow afternoon because we got to get all those bean chemicals flushed out of the sprayer. Last thing we want to do is damage this beautiful corn. So this is our irrigated field as well. The other thing that we need to do and do quickly is get our center lane in here. So right here is where we're going to lay our irrigation pipe and have the traveling gun and stuff. And then I've got lanes. You can kind of see, well, you guys can't, but there's lanes that will pull the gun out with the rows. And so, yeah, we've got to take out some corn here in the middle. So I was thinking about bringing that S-tine up here. I might do that, but I also want to put the sprayer in the back of the gator, and I thought that maybe I could set that sprayer up with some shields on it and stuff, and we could just put some chemicals in there and spray this corn and kill it. That'd be about the easiest way to do it. This looks really good. So what this corn is doing right now at the V5 growth stage is it is determining how many rows around each ear will be. I know it seems like that's a long ways off from where this corn is tasseling and stuff, but that ear is starting to develop inside the plants, and we're setting rows around right now. And that's why it's critical that our corn is happy and healthy at this growth stage. So I want to hit it with that fungicide. I'll keep all the disease out of it. I want to hit it with some foliar feed stuff, poo-poo juice, whatever. Anything we can do to try and get an extra 2 rows around that ear is a good thing. We're going to push it right now. Phil's down to the last 30 acres of beans to plant, so we're loading up some paper bags. Not sure how many he's going to need to finish, and some of the open plot bags and stuff we'll throw in at the end, just making sure we don't have any extra stuff sitting around, or as little as possible. Here's that little sprayer that I was talking about. We're going to get this hooked up. So when I undid it last year, took it out, I may have caught this boom on something, and well, she's going to fall off, so we got to fix it. So I'm going to bend it back and re-weld it in place. We're probably going to have to take this off and, yeah, do a little fixing. So I picked up a helper while we were driving around. Well, I got our boom welded back on. It's almost straight, but it'll work. Running a little water in here. We'll pressure test everything, see if our pump works. This is just a little homemade sprayer that we Dad and I made up. Bought a tank and a pump and made it. Dad's back. He was hauling some anhydrous tanks back. He's going to go spray, which means Ryland's going to ride with him, because why would he ride with me when he can ride with Grandpa? Should we stage a picture with our collection of sprayers? We got one for Grandpa, apparently one for Ryland, and one for me. There you go. We've got another one in the barn that goes behind the 7520. We might as well put bracing on it. What the heck? So this has got a electric on-demand pump that I've got it plugged right into the gator with a switch on the dash there that turns it on. And, well, it works. Can't even hear it run. But that's good. And then we also have another switch that turns our boom on. I haven't put any chemicals in yet. We have water and antifreeze, so this nozzle's a little off. Yeah, we need to clean that one. The rest of them look good though. All right, well, we got that sprayer working. Used it a little bit to spray some weeds. Ryland's still with Grandpa, so Brayson came and hung out with me for a little while. You say hi?
Hi.
Hi. Anyway, we're tired. We're going home. It's 7:30, so thanks for watching. Tomorrow, yeah, I might make a video tomorrow. I might just take a few clips and put it in Monday's video. We're going to be spraying tomorrow. Hopefully with a big sprayer. We got that corn that's got to get sprayed, and I might do a bunch. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We probably can save some for Monday, but I want to get that field up north that we looked at, that irrigated field sprayed ASAP. So that's the plan for tomorrow after Dad gets done spraying the beans, which he is doing some of right now. So thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. Questions and comments, leave them down below. We'll see you guys when we see you. Campfire night with the boys. Uncle Phil just pulled in. Must be dropping off or getting some beans. One of the two. Either he's done or he's almost done.
Is he?
Well, he needed 8 more bags, he said, to finish up. So one more thing I wanted to talk about before I wrap this up. I was going to talk about it earlier today, and I totally forgot. But I am very aware of how fortunate we are to have gotten the weather that we've had to be in the position that we are right now, right? So as I speak, Phil is finishing the last of the soybeans, so they are all planted, which it is late. It is the 4th of June, and it's late to have them in, but they're done. The corn has been planted for 2 weeks plus now, and we're done side dressing. Like, we're so far ahead of the game. Like, we're in really, really good shape. Not everybody around here is nearly as fortunate. And yeah, everybody in the immediate area has had the same weather as we have, but you don't have to go very far and things get a lot different and worse. I talked to one of my seed customers this morning that's only about 30 miles from here, and they had over 8 inches of rain in the month of May. Have not had a chance to get very much planted, have a long ways to go. And so, yeah, we're very, very fortunate to have had good enough weather. But the flip side of that is back in April when it was cold and some people were hesitant to plant, and the ground conditions were pretty good, but it was cold and they were calling for cold weather. I made the decision to plant. I pushed it and we started moving, and I worked hard and I got a lot done. We had over half of our corn planted in April, and that decision is paying off big time right now. That field of corn up there over irrigated, yeah, it was planted in April and it looks fantastic. So kind of reinforces my opinion that ground conditions matter more than temperature, and as soon as you can get across fields in the spring, you go plant. So anyway, see you guys later.